Section 97, the bill proposes changes to the appeals process in terms of Bord Pleanála. Just, have you any comments on those changes or the implications of them? Or, yeah.
I do. So what that section is looking at is it's currently section 37(4) in the 2000 Act, and it's the right of appeal for ENGOs, particularly when there should have been an environmental impact assessment done on an application and there wasn't. And what proposed section 97 is doing is actually applying the same criteria as some of the ones we were just discussing around judicial review to essentially get leave to take an appeal. So that would be around incorporation, 10-member minimum, and the having to get a resolution of your members. And all of that has to be, under that proposed section, all of that would have to be done within the 4-week appeal window. And just to give you an example of practically what that would look like for An Taisce as a group, as a prescribed body that takes appeals, that in order to get a resolution of our members to take an appeal under that section, we'd have to propose an extraordinary general meeting, which, as Tracta mentioned, takes 21 days plus 1 on either end. And then that effectively makes it impossible to actually get that appeal in the 4-week window. By the time we get the decision, which takes a couple of days after it's made by the local authority, prepare a case for taking an appeal to present to our members, get that resolution, and then actually get the appeal in. It makes it effectively impossible. So that we would have strong concerns about that section.
Is that not a massive overreach, though, in terms of legislation? Because surely it's up to the ENGO or An Taisce or wherever to decide its own policies and procedures around about how it decides whether or not to put in appeals to Bord Pleanála, and for us as legislators to be trying to put in measures that effectively prohibit you from being able to do that or exercise your rights. Is that not a massive potential overreach for legislators to seek to do that?
Potentially, yes. And I think also it's not been, there's no reasoning that I can see that's informing that. You know, what problem is it attempting to address in terms of appeals going in under those provisions? I haven't seen anything justifying the need to bring in those kind of restrictions. And I think that would be given the potential practical impacts of it, I think it would be incredibly important to have the reasoning behind it.
Okay.